Hello everybody and welcome back to Tlatoani, where last episode we set up this monstrosity of an aqueduct system, and we're now just kind of waiting for it to get built. We don't actually need all that much stone, so it should be done relatively soon. If we take a look here, we can see we need 413 stone. We've got 99 of that on hand right now. We had 113, but like 20 went away, and that's fine. So we're definitely going to see some rapid progress on this, in theory. Emphasis on in theory. So once this is done, we can start dropping cisterns in various places and get fresh water deliveries that way. Now, this is clean water, whereas this is fresh water. And that's very different things, I think. I'm not actually clear on what the difference between fresh water and clean water is. So I guess we'll find out. That'll be interesting, for sure. So this cistern is able to get all of these areas here. And we would need to have another cistern. I'd probably put it about here or so to get this area. But I'm actually currently wondering what's wrong with this right now. Needs pottery to develop. Okay. Well, we're not currently getting any pottery here, so this porter yard maybe? No. There's this market and this market, both within a fairly close distance here. Can't get any pottery in here. We may have to build a porter stop just to bring some pottery over this way, and I feel like that's not a terrible idea. Let's go ahead and put one in about right here. That should be able to reach both of these markets. So that looks good, and then we're going to have that be, for now, just getting pottery. Excellent. So we'll get that underway, and once that is completed, then the question becomes, when is this aqueduct going to be done? Most of the stone that we need is down over here, right? And that's not terribly surprising. But we are still waiting for some stone to be imported. So that all seems relatively fine for now. Our food is good, and we just need to work up. Actually, our population is really, really close to being where we need it to be. This is maxed out on housing over here. One thing we could do is we could start building a little bit more housing out over this way. So we would have this be a bridge over the aqueduct like that. And then this area right here would have some common homes. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, like this. I'm not sure about jobs in this area, but we can just do something kind of like that. Because these are currently all maxed out, so I think it's pretty obvious that we could use some additional housing in this area. We'll see how that goes. Should be interesting. So this porter stop now exists and should be delivering pottery to these areas down here. These are furnishers, so that's absolutely fine. No issue there. If we take a look at the Royal Palace, it needs access to more healthcare. Consider building a house of healing nearby. You mean like this house of healing? But that needs water from a cistern, and that requires our aqueduct to be finished. So our aqueduct is actually most of the way finished at this time. We can see it goes down to about here, and then it just kind of stops. But we're making some progress on it. We just finished a couple of tiles of it, so that looks good for now. In theory. So at this point, this collector is heavy usage. Yeah, that's fine. But our prestige needs to come up. For that to happen, I want our culture and our prosperity to come up. But to be honest, I'm not sure how much more we need to do at this moment. Once this fresh water starts flowing in here, that's going to be a decent upgrade. We need cloth out over this way. Okay, so that's definitely noted. Cloth out over here means that we do have cloth weavers, and they are like out over here right now. So this is accepting cloth. That would mean that we would need to deliver the cloth to like this market. I'm just thinking about how we might go about doing that. There's this porter yard here, actually. So we can have this be getting cloth, and that'll deliver to this market. And Awkwardly, it doesn't deliver to this one because this connects here for some reason instead of all of these, but we'll see. We'll see. We might just barely squeak in some cloth there. So that should be reasonable anyway. And we should get some cloth in here. These homes have everything that they need for the moment. That looks good. Down this direction, everything they need for the moment. Excellent. Closer to their place of work. Fair enough. Everything they need for the moment. Ambience and ambience here. So ambience in this area. Okay. We can definitely do something about that. We can put in some stone roads here and just extend our stone roads around this area. That'll boost it some. That will, of course, require stone and will likely delay our aqueduct a little bit, but it's okay. Excellent. So how much do we actually need here? A fair amount is the answer. Quite a lot of stone needed there. But that's fine. So now if we look at this, everything it needs for the moment, we still have some ambience issues on this small house. We might need to finish some of our construction there, or we might just need to input some additional ambience in that region. We could put some gardens like right here, or extend out the amount of stone road. There are a number of options. For now, that looks okay. We need access to more clean water out over this way. And that is, of course, cistern water that we need there. So with that in mind, we could definitely think about putting a cistern like up over this way. But for now, our aqueducts are not doing anything, right? We need to get stone down this direction. The interesting thing is they've delivered some of the stone. But it's definitely slow down this way. Just wondering what these guys were up to. I have no idea. So obviously repairs are going to be a thing. We're going to have to repair these areas and maintain them. These are masons, and they're going up and repairing all of this. So that looks reasonably fine. It's mostly been masons that we've seen going around and coming down this way. This is a mason heading to build an aqueduct bridge. Okay. So we just got 2 more tiles built there, and actually 3 because this aqueduct bridge is fully built now. But we're definitely having some difficulty getting stone all the way down there. It's a long walk. Nobody wants to do it. Fair enough. Absolutely understood. I wouldn't want to do that either. But we got to get it done at some point, right? So our culture is at 55 out of 60. And let's see here. Diversion and Royal Palace. Okay, sure. Honestly, I think it's probably going to make it to 60 just off of providing the House of Healing to the Royal Palace. I strongly suspect that. So I kind of just want to finish the aqueduct. To that end, we could put a much closer area for the stone. We could put a porter yard somewhere down over here. That might take a while to build. But we can have that be here. And we'll see if anybody actually does it anytime soon. It would definitely be nice to have a storage of resources down here, for sure. We did get a couple more tiles finished on our aqueduct here. And of course, it's going to be a little bit of a problem getting over there. Now, one thing I'm interested in doing here, actually, is I want to put a wooden bridge right here. And then we can just take a standard road over to here, like that. So that will make it a lot easier to just come over like this from this porter yard. It's not, you know, perfectly easy, but it'll be easier. So we need 50 stone here. We've delivered everything else. Just saw another 3 tiles finish up over here. So we're definitely progressing on that. That seems reasonably good. I want to check in down over here. Now, this is not set to do any exports. Okay, noted. Here we are looking to export cotton. I think that we don't really have anywhere else to put cotton. Yeah, that's my current suspicion. We need more locations to put cotton. So we could absolutely do another trading post down over here, and this would be ideally here. And we're just going to export cotton. Nothing else. Just exporting cotton. So that looks good. We'll get that underway. We'll need, of course, stone to get that done, but honestly, that shouldn't take very long. We've got storage yards nearby. Although I'm looking here, we've got this porter stop, but we don't really have anything supplying construction goods up over this way. We may want to consider putting in a porter yard somewhere up over here-ish. Maybe about here. And for now, that's just going to be construction materials. So we'll get that underway. That seems good. And of course, this trading post immediately filling up with cotton. No shockers there. But we clearly need more export going on. Ah, this porter yard here has been finished. So hopefully that will accelerate the construction down over this direction. It's still, you know, a little ways away, but it's a whole lot closer. Okay, there's a couple more tiles finishing. We definitely need more work there, though. So that seems okay. I'm a little surprised that we've got porters over here. I'm assuming they're coming from these houses, which actually don't have access to a sweeper right now. And we should solve that. So I'm going to put in a sweeper right here. And we do have this sentry post, but it's not actually close enough. I'm going to put a sentry post right here as well. And that'll be it for now. Will this sweeper reach up there? Yes, it will. Okay, good. So we'll get that going. We may require some additional housing over here. I am going to put a little bit in. So I'll put in 1 and 2. There we go. That looks good. Our population is now high enough. So that's excellent. And we can see that we're still net positive on our food. Absolutely great. Some of our security venues are overstretched. Yeah, I'm not surprised about that one. So we've got this sauna here that is currently strained. A collector caught fire. Okay. Sure. And we're definitely making progress on these aqueducts. We're very, very close now. So eventually this will all get finished up. Actually, yeah, that made a lot of progress right there. We need this one, and this one. And that's all we need for now. Eventually, I'll like to have this aqueduct done so that we can see if there is water flowing uphill. It'd be very strange if there was, but we will find out. Okay. The aqueducts are now finished. Now all we need is a cistern. That needs 138 stone. So that's going to be, you know, fairly slow. But we'll get that stone brought on down. We've got enough stone in stock to get it built. So I want to check up over here. Yeah, this border yard has been built. That looks good. I still can't believe how much trading of cotton we're doing off of just these 4 farms. This is insane how much cotton production we've got going on. And are we still net positive on cotton buds? No, we're net negative on cotton buds, but that seems absolutely okay. We've got plenty in the storage yard and in the workshops, so that seems fine. We appear to be about net neutral on cotton buds, approximately, but we have so much cotton to export. I feel like we still need another trading post or 2 to export. Oh, hang on, look at this. We now have water flowing through our aqueduct. Okay, so this cistern has been built. We can see that it goes to here, and as expected, the water does not flow uphill. Okay, that's good. Just wanted to determine that that would, in fact, be the case. But the aqueduct is now flowing all the way around to this cistern, which is now providing water to the House of Healing, which is now supervising a venue. Okay, it wants a temple to Quetzalcoatl, but we'll see. So this home needs access to more healthcare. So we can see it's at 70 out of 100. So it has access to dentist. It has access to sauna. It has access to the well dipper. It has access to the improved sweeper. Interesting. That's a lot of needed healthcare. It needs a lot of diversion, too. But for now, we'll see where that puts us at. So these homes are now large houses, and they're reporting that they need more access to clean water. Well, this cistern doesn't actually reach them, so I'm not terribly surprised about that. But this is reporting it needs more access to clean water, and this cistern does reach them. So that's interesting. That's very interesting. I do want to consider putting a cistern up over here. This is going to mean that we're going to need to move these canals a little bit. So a cistern is what size? This is 3 by 3. Okay. So we've got these spaces right here, right? So we've got 3 here, and then we'd have this one and then this one. So we would need the canals to come out like this. And then we'd remove these sections of canal. And then we'd need to chinampa this area. So we'd need these to be chinampa'd. We'd need this to be chinampa'd. This and this. Like that. Okay. So that'll get us space to build our cistern here. And these stone canals will get finished up soon enough, as will the chinampas. That should not be very long at all. But we are going to need stone roads in this area for the cistern to be able to actually, do things. So we'll have that there, and then this is just a little awkward here, but I think we can just reach it up over like this. I highly doubt that we'll be able to reach up over this way, but that shouldn't be necessary. That should be fed by this cistern. And it looks like we need stone road there and there. What's going on here? Are these swamp? They might be swamped there. Yeah, that's the issue. Okay, so that needs to be chinampa'd. Looks good. We'll get that underway. Those chinampas will be done very, very soon. Excellent. Okay, so this is finishing up the chinamping up over here eventually. 50% there. These are now beginning to mature. Looks great. This dentist is currently strained. I'm not terribly surprised about that. We could think about putting another dentist in down over here. It's probably still going to be lacking in herbs, but we could definitely think about that. So a dentist right down over here would be able to reach a lot of that. Or we could put it up here. Yes, I like that position. We'll do that. So that looks good. These chinampas over here are finishing. So we're going to want to put in a cistern right here. And of course, that means that we're going to need an aqueduct causeway eventually. Waiting on that one last chinampa. Okay, so that's going to go there. We'll need an aqueduct causeway right here. And then the aqueduct itself would go there. And then this could just head up. Sure, I guess this is fine. Something like that. Now, I would like to have a bridge over the aqueduct about right here. And then we'll bring that over like so. And then we'll do a standard causeway about like that. Okay, so that should get us water in this area. Yes, I'm aware that a lot of that is unreachable right now. That should not be the case for very long. So we'll get that going. Excellent. And this here, of course, needs to be a bridge. There we go. And actually, if we really wanted to be clever, we'd have that bridge connect here. We could do that too, I think. If we took this out. This guy is stuck here. Okay, that's an awkward place to be stuck. We'll just put a bridge there. Okay, so we want that out, and then I want to put the stone canal back in here, like that. And then what we want to do is we want to run a causeway like this. And then a road like that. And that should connect up just fine. So we don't need quite this much causeway over here. We just need it to connect up to about right there. Or really, we only need it to connect to right there, I think. So let's do that for now. Yeah, we're able to pass over that. Nice. So that's going to make things a lot easier up over here. Now, we've definitely got some flooding ongoing here, but I don't know. Aqueducts might be robust to that. Condition is at 100%, so that's definitely interesting. Well, we'll get a lot of this construction done up over here. There we go. And now we need to get these aqueducts built and get the water flowing in. Hang on. Why is our water stopping at this aqueduct bridge right now? Oh, because it's not done. Okay. We need another 59 stone for that. That's interesting that the bridge not being complete cut the water line up over here. Well, it'll get finished soon enough. That'll be fine. So that looks good for now, and this cistern will get finished in the eventual times. But of course, we need stone for that. So that's understood. I'm looking at our exports here, and I'm thinking, that's an awful lot of cotton in the stockpile. It's an awful lot of cotton in the stockpile. I'm going to build another 2 trading posts. One here and one here, with the road coming out and over this direction. Like that, and then just connecting up over here. Actually, we could fit a 3rd one in here, and I'm going to do so. So this is going to be trading with these guys. We are just focused on exporting cotton. That's the only thing we want to do here. So all of these trading posts, they are just going to be exporting cotton. No, not furniture, not cloth, only cotton. I'm also thinking that we might want to toss in a pair of common homes here to be able to have additional jobs down in this direction. So that should be reasonably fine. Excellent. That will, of course, cost additional stone, but as we can see here, this aqueduct is now fully online. That looks good. We just need this cistern, and that only needs 12 stone. So that should get done very, very soon, in theory. So with these coming online, we're going to be seeing cotton begin to pile up in them as well. But we clearly need additional exporters. So here we are. So this fortress is probably going to be a bit strained. We've got a lot of trading posts here. No doubt about that. Ah, this cistern is now built. Perfect. So now we've got fresh water coming up over here. Water quality is good. If we come down over here, we can see water quality is basic. So this gives good quality water. The well dippers give basic quality water. However, we still need well dippers around to quench fires, right? So I don't think we want to eliminate them. Also, we eliminated this section of road here and did not replace it. So we should do that. This only has basic water quality here, and we should probably extend the stone road up over here as well. Just like that. Okay, so that looks reasonably good. Wait, are we actually pumping water out here? I thought it would only pump water at these attachment points. Maybe that's not the case. Intriguing. This home needs access to a sweeper. Really? There's no sweeper up here? Well, we can put one in right here. That's fine. So that's in now, and that should allow us to upgrade this home. In theory. Okay. Bandits have been beaten. But it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, you can leave your offering... Wait a sec. I'm a little distracted. Next episode, we're going to continue to work on these. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Dark Horse, Ethan Feldman, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, The Lounge STL, Roarnaz, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.